guess.
Garden?
Yeah.
I'll probably have to switch your tires when we get back to the hotel.
Yeah.
Those are white rhinos right there. Now, white rhinos are fairly social, so they're usually found in small groups. They do weigh upwards of about 5,000 pounds or so.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, rhinos are very endangered. That's primarily due to poaching for the horns, even though those horns are only made out of keratin. And keratin is the exact same thing as what your hair and fingernails are made out of, so technically not a true horn at all. We'll probably get another view of those rhinos as we make it a little bit further into the reserve here. And there's an ostrich right there.
Ostrich, that's the
Although
fastest.
ostriches are birds, they are far too heavy to be capable of flight, but they can
Come
run
over
about
here.
40 miles an hour. They'll use those wings to help change direction when they're running so fast.
But they
Right
can't
now,
fly.
this is cheetah territory.
Cheetah?
And
Cheetah?
look right up on that hillside. There's a couple of cheetahs laying right there.
Wait, where?
Up there.
Oh yeah.
Cheetahs are the
out.
fastest land mammal. They're able to reach speeds of 60
Can't
miles
see
an
it.
hour in only 3 seconds.
Camera can't
But
see
they
it.
can only sustain that for a couple of hundred yards. Now, a few things really unique about cheetahs.
Move your hand a
First of
little
all, they are the only cat with
Got it.
non-retractable claws. That lets them
it.
keep real good traction when they're running so fast. They also will hunt during the daytime, and they'll track their prey by sight, not scent. It's very unusual for a cat species.
Ostrich!
Cheetahs are also the only ones, out of all the big cats, that can purr. A couple more cheetahs laying right there.
Oh yeah.
Right up ahead is what's known as a Kobe Rock Formation. It does give a very good vantage point for animals to be able to
Isn't
see
that
everything
chemical
going on all
weathering?
around them.
Isn't that chemical weathering or something? All sand. You can use the sand for a beach.
And it looks like right ahead,
Zebra.
over on the right, not only the white rhinos, but also more ostriches. The antelope right there is the Montauk. They've got that beautiful cinnamon colored coat that has sort of a purple gloss to it. And then that is a grand zebra, also known as a plain zebra. You can tell what kind of zebra it is by where their stripes meet. Grand zebras are the only zebra species with stripes going all the way around the belly. Those stripes can be used as a means of identification for the zebras because each one does have a very unique pattern to their stripes.
You know why they have those stripes? Because when they
Don't
run,
drop your phone.
I know. I know. Because when they run, it's hard for their the one that's trying to eat them to see the colors.
Yeah, there are a couple of lions laying right there on those rocks. Not in a real good position to really see them. Please do not stand up. Once again, please do not stand up.
Let's have them raw.
Lions are nocturnal. They'll spend about 16 to 20 hours out of every day just laying around
God.
resting and sleeping. Not going to be a lot of activity out of the lions until later on this evening.
A Pumba.
A boomba?
Usually a little ways after sunset is when they're not only most active, but also a lot of times most
Did
vocal.
you see one?
Right there.
That is a little family of warthogs over on the left. Warthogs are the largest of the burrowing animals. You can see the burrows in the hillside there.
Right
The
there.
further one is a juvenile, just now starting to get tusks. The other one is an adult female. Another ostrich right here. And then once again, white rhinos, ostriches, and zebras.
Oh, good one.
And those are ostrich eggs underneath that tree right there. Each egg weighs about 3 pounds and is equal to about 2 dozen chicken eggs.
Fighting. Fight.
That is a little juvenile there, so it's probably just picking on mom.
Picking on mom.
There is a reserve warden right around the corner and definitely keeping an eye on that. Just to make sure it doesn't get a little too rough. Right up on top of the hillside, laying down there in the trees, those are scimitar horned orcs. They get their name from the shape of their horns. It resembles the scimitar weapons from the Middle East. And those horns grow to about 3 feet long. That is generally a desert-dwelling species of antelope, although it has adapted to living on the outskirts of that environment. That light-colored coat does help it out quite a bit by reflecting the sunlight and keeping it a little bit cooler. One of the most amazing things about that animal, though, is that it can go about 9 months without ever taking a drink of water.
What?
Those birds right there are the yellow-billed storks. Beautiful little birds, but also quite the little carnivores. They will eat a variety of things, ranging from lots of fish, to snakes, to lizards, to frogs.
Snakes, lizards.
Of course, lots of insects and crustaceans, but also even other birds.
Gotta eat.
Nom 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 nom.
And we are now on our way back to the village of Harambe. While you're here in town, be sure to check out the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. That's where you can find the western lowland gorilla. Another view of the okapi, the first animal that we saw. Also the endangered grebe zebra, a family of meerkats, some birds, some reptiles, some naked mole rats, a great big old African bullfrog, and hippos with an underwater hippo viewing area, among other animals.
We're in the water.
If I have any wilderness explorers on board, you'll need to know that you are traveling on the Simba 1. If you're not a wilderness explorer, stop and talk to the folks along the trails, and they'll get you started along your way. That will take you all throughout the park, learning about the various animals here, and also a little bit about the different cultures represented, and you can earn 30-some badges for doing so.